We would be honored if you would join us.
Hello fans, and welcome to another one of Stroh's Crazy Adventures. Alright, today we're going to talk about some more, these are more like collection packs and comic packs. So I just want to finish these up because there's another video that I want to do. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So first of all, we're going to come in, we're going to get the coolest one of the bunch. Oh look, another purple lightsaber guy. Darth Bane here. He bought the one with out the face armor. I didn't like it. It looked like a bunch of cockroaches running over his face. Even the body armor still looks like that, but I kind of like the body armor better. Excuse me. Alright, okay, so Darth Bane, in case you guys didn't know that, he was the one that made the rule of 2. And he's actually pretty cool. I wish they had his apprentice as a figure. That would have been great. Or maybe made them a 2-pack or a comic pack or something like that. It would have been really awesome. Alright, so let's move further back into Knights of the Old Republic 2, Darth Nihilus. Now, if you didn't notice that these guys came in the same pack, along with, who was the other guy? I think it was the shirtless Darth Maul. It was like the Sith Legacy pack, I think. He doesn't want to stand. Darth Nihilus is very cool. I love the tethered look on his clothing and everything. And, yeah, pretty freaking awesome. Alright, let's see. Yeah, he's pretty cool. And, he's actually, for me, I used mines to defeat him in the game, so I guess you could say it's cheated, but anyways, no big deal. Alright, okay, so that's Darth Nihilus, or Nihilus, or however you say it. Alright, okay, now we'll move on to more of ones that I know a lot more about. Well, I do know some about Darth Nihilus. Alright, okay, well, hang on, let's put one more in there from, no, she's going to go with the rest of these guys. Alright, these guys will go later. Okay, this guy will go later. Alright, I'm ready, hang on. Alright, okay, let's fast forward. After the Return of the Jedi, we have a few people to put in here. This is, which one is this? Sunterfell. I would like to take off his helmet so you guys could see his face, but those hoses are difficult to pull out and put back in, so we'll just leave it on there. Well, if you want to know what similarities, this is Baron Fell. I don't know if they're a relation. He's a TIE Interceptor pilot, and he's supposed to be an X-Wing pilot, and so I don't know if they're the same person. I doubt it, but when the Empire fell, they became like the, when the Emperor fell, and then after a while, it became the Empire, which was the good guys, actually. And he comes with this cool black X-Wing helmet. I wonder if he ever get a spaceship. That would be cool to have his spaceship, a black X-Wing. Oh, that's cool. And he came with this chick, what's her name? Give me a second, I know. I'll go look up her name real quick and let you know. Alright, her name is Issani. Well, anyway, she was the chick that was in love with the Emperor. If you guys, I don't know if you guys read the comics, but anyway, no big deal about that. So she was infatuated with him, and so kind of makes sense about the Rey being his granddaughter, stuff, some silly stuff like that. But who cares about the new sequels? Why would you keep falling? Now, for these figures, they're around the area of the old original guys leaving and stuff and dying from the comics and whatnot, and then you hold your sword or your gun. Alright, okay, so, alright, next son we're gonna bring in, her name is, Bill. Alright, well, we'll just leave it on the floor. Delilah, blue, even though she's all pink. I do like the 90s look to her. Looks like this purple and neon yellow. Even her gun has like some neon green on it. Pretty cool. Anyway, now we'll go into another part of something that not at the same time frame, but later on it becomes a little important. So here is Ashford Head, and as a Tuscan Raider. Come on, will you stand? Let's. Alright. There's Ashford Head's lightsaber, and there's his weird looking stick, and there's his actual lightsaber. You will notice the two lightsabers in a minute. I'll get to it in a minute. In this comic pack, it came with a dark woman here, and the title of it was Hunt for Aurora Singh. And if you give me a second, I will go. Just fucking stand. I will go get my figure. Alright, she doesn't want to stand. You know what? Screw it. Alright, hang on a second, guys. I'll lay her down since she doesn't want to stand. I don't know why they don't give articulation. These two figures are the worst articulations. There's no knee articulation, ankle articulation, ball hinge for that matter, and hip rotation articulation, no elbow, ball hinged shoulders. And how will you stand if I stand? Alright, I need to buy some stands for these guys to stand up. They don't want to stand on their own. Alright, okay. Ashford Head is probably not better off. He only has knee articulation. He has some swivel elbows. He has wrist articulation. So it's not too bad, not too shabby for a figure. Anyway, let's move on. I brought in Aurora Singh here with a better sniper rifle. So we're supposed to be looking for her and stuff like that in the comic book. I forgot what happens in the comic book. I'll have to read it again later. Don't worry, no big deal. I'll put it on my to-do list. Anyway, so for Ashford Head, if you don't recognize him, he actually later on becomes Darth Krayt. Alright, if you don't notice the resemblance here, let's unmask them both and you can see the resemblance. As here, he has black hair and he has those markings on his face. I don't know if it'll show up very good on video, and he has his hair in a long braid here. Thanks for not standing up. So, now as for Darth Krayt, which was Ashford Head, he has all those markings on. Wait a minute. Different markings. Alright, I don't know if this is the same figure or not, or same person, character, and he has a much larger ponytail hair, and he has gray hair. Alright, apparently this is supposed to be the same character. The markings are not the same on the face. I don't know what they were coming up with. Alright, another guy to add to Aurora Singh's thingy. We're going to bring in some of my favorites here. Not my favorite figures, but favorite characters here. I have two different versions of Quinlan Voss here. I have the one that it came with, was it Commander Faye? Yeah. And the other one came with Rock Grognik. I'll bring him out in a second. I just want to take a look at this, these different Quinlan Vosses. These are not the best Quinlan Voss figures. They're good, They're not the best. I'm just waiting to get myself the vintage collection. It's going to be a lot better. Yeah, I do like these figures, though. Don't get me wrong. These are nice. But I wouldn't want to keep them as actual Quinlan Voss figures. They're not the best. Alright, here's the guy. He was actually in A New Hope in the cantina, if you notice him. He's the guy in the back there with the horns. And this guy is actually pretty cool for a bad... Well, he's not really a bad guy. He's actually... I'm gonna lay him down since they don't want to freaking stand up anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. Alright. Here's your... Of course, there's the second lightsaber to Darth Craven, and now you know why Ashford Head had 2 lightsabers. Alright, hang on a second. I got 2 more guys for you guys to check out here in a second. Give me a minute. Alright, here we go. Now, here we go. Alright, these guys are my favorites here. We have these guys. Since you guys don't want to stand up, you want to fall backwards, you can lean up on each other's backs. Now, these figures, the suits are cool. They are in stealth suits. This is Luke, of course, and Dina Sean, and they went on some missions. I did have an earlier Luke. His knee is kind of messed up on one of his knees, and I was trying to see what I can do with the body. I mean, it's a little worn, even though he doesn't have the hose on the back part, and I don't even think he came with the same pistol. This isn't. I just randomly gave him somebody else's pistol. Alright. Well, that's pretty much it for figures. But for this Luca, I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I might figure something else out. I'm still working on a few things. Alright, one more thing. Something I actually wanted, not like last time I told you about a pack full of these are clone trooper blasters, by the way, and I don't need clone trooper blasters. I have enough of those. Well, I have a bunch of extra ones now. Alright, now this is something I need. Here we go. I got a whole pack full of lightsabers. Now, they come with, was it 3 or 4? 4 each color. Here's red. Okay, 4 red. There's 2 different kind of blues. This one looks more like a pea yellow or a pea green than green. Oh, alright, we'll put the... Hang on. Well, it's no big deal. It's just 4 colors of each ones. Yeah, there's a... Hang on. Let's bring in the 2 different kind of blues since they just fell right here in front of me. Yeah, there's a darker blue and a lighter blue. The hue is different. So, but the hilts, they're all basically all the same. There's nothing different special about them. I just needed some extra lightsabers in case, like for example, these things break a lot. These clear plastic, colored plastic, or whatever clear colored plastics likes to break a lot. So I bought a whole bunch of these for a very, very cheap price. I think it was like $1 for the whole pack, I think. No, okay, yeah, $1.75 maybe. And yeah, it's 4 each, 4 light blues. You can't see it off camera. I'll scoot it over so you can see it a little bit better. There you go. Yeah, I organized them. There's the light blues. It looks like a pea green, and here's the reds and the dark blues. I mean, okay, pretty neat. All right. So, anyways, I just wanted to get to. I'll put it back in its little plastic baggie because I know I need a couple of these lightsabers for some of my figures. I know some of them are broken or lost or whatever. No big deal. Now I have replacements, so I'm good. Alright, so pretty much let's scoot back so you can get a better view of them all. So, these figures, they're not very well articulated. I think these 2 are exactly the same of articulation because of the lower body. No knee, no ankle articulation, just hips, and he has that pistol thrown aside, and same exact belt. It's just the upper part of him is different. Even the heads are different. I mean, he looks more menacing. Actually, I kind of want to keep this one on but there's not limited head articulation, and he has a little bit more. And I heard that the vintage collection is a lot better, and this one doesn't even want to hold a sword anyway. So you know what? I'll put John Rivers. Why do these figures cost so much when the articulation and stuff is so garbage? I don't understand.
It is this.
Alright, no worries. What that was that was my 15-minute mark. So I have an old iPad that I'm recording from, and it won't transfer anything longer than 15 minutes over to my computer via Wi-Fi and stuff, or faster transfer. So just need to put on a timer. Let me know when the time's up. So alright guys, sorry I've been for holding you up. This might all be cut out, who knows, doesn't matter to me anyway. Alright, so let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Alright, okay, and I'll see you guys later on. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.